Did anybody watch Mark Andrews miss the catch to tie the game, the 2 point conversion at the end of the game? So Baltimore, they're refusing to blame Mark Andrews for the loss. After another frustrating finish in the playoffs, a ticked off Lamar Jackson refused to blame tight end Mark Andrews' drop pass on a late 2 point conversion attempt for the Baltimore Ravens' 27-25 loss to the Buffalo Bills in a Sunday's AFC divisional game. Instead, the reigning NFL Most Valuable Player directed his anger at the Ravens' three uncharacteristic turnovers. Every time we in situations like this, turnovers play a factor, Jackson said while slapping his right hand into his left. We can't have that shit, and that's why we lost the game. As you can see, we're moving the ball wonderfully. It's hold on to the fucking ball. I'm sorry for my language. This is annoying. I'm tired of this. Despite the turnovers, which included 2 by Jackson, the Ravens had a chance to tie the score in fourth quarter. Jackson's 24-yard touchdown pass to tight end Isaiah Likely trimmed Baltimore's deficit to 27-25 with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the game. On the 2 point conversion attempt, Jackson pass hit Andrews in the stomach before the ball slipped through his grasp as he fell backwards into the end zone. That's nobody that has more heart and cares more and fights more than Mark, Ravens coach John Harbaugh said. We wouldn't be here without Mark Andrews. Destiny is a decision that you make, and how you handle that comes in your life. Mark will handle it fantastic. Andrews was not available to speak to reporters after a game in which he made uncharacteristic mistakes. Before Sunday's game, Andrews hadn't dropped a pass since Week 6 against Washington in October. In the divisional game, Andrews dropped 2 passes, including a critical 2 point conversion attempt. Andrews also fumbled near midfield during the middle of the fourth quarter when he had the ball punched out. It was the second fumble of his 7-year career. People don't turn on one another, Ravens safety Kyle Hamilton said. One play doesn't define anybody. He's the all-time leading touchdown receiver in Ravens history, so for anybody to say anything about him, you have to look in the mirror. He's been a consistent beacon of success the whole time he's been here, and for anybody to take anything away from him and his work ethic, I think is just unfair. Jackson spoke to Andrews on the sideline after the failed 2 point conversion in the fourth quarter. I'm just as hurt as Mark, Jackson said. It's not his fault. All of us played a factor in that game. It's a team effort. We're not going to put that on Mark because he's been battling all season. He's been doing all the great things he's been doing all season. It's always go our way. We want it to, but at the moment in time, it's not going our way. We need to figure it out. Before rallying the Ravens in the second half, Jackson had an error-filled start in the season when he threw a career-low 4 interceptions. Jackson had a pass picked off during the second drive of the game. On the next possession, he fumbled when trying to escape pressure. It was an erratic performance for Jackson, who hadn't had a multiple turnover game all season. But this marked his 4th postseason game in which he has thrown an interception and lost a fumble. Protecting the ball, that's the number one priority, and we didn't do it, Jackson said. Especially me, I'm the leader. I have to protect the ball, so I'm hot. The Ravens still haven't won consecutive playoff games in Jackson's 7 seasons as their starting quarterback. Now he has to wait another year before beginning another pursuit for the elusive Super Bowl. I have to get over this because we're right here, said Jackson, the only multiple NFL Most Valuable Player award winner not to win a Super Bowl. I'm tired of being right there. We need to punch it in. We need to punch in that ticket. We have to get right in the offense. So let me know. I'm glad Jackson taking accountability for the turnovers he made during the game and not just blaming Mark Andrews for the last drop that could have tied the game. But that was a big drop to tie the game. Although it was turnovers throughout the game, right now, this last play, you wide open and you drop it to tie the game. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it got Vegas written all on it. Both of these games today, or the games this weekend, period, like the Kansas City Chief game, they run the ball and get a safety at the end of the game and mess up the 9.5 spread because they was up 11. Now they only win by 9. It's just a lot of strange things going on in the NFL this year. And I think it got a lot to do with the sports gambling. But let me know what you think. Do you think Mark Andrews blew the game? Do you think they should put the blame on him, or do you think it's right for them not to put the blame because Lamar Jackson did throw a couple interceptions throughout the game? But as always, your boy P Dizzle, I'm out. Peace.